All right. So we are currently waiting for our entry. It is 10:02. The entry kind of showed itself, but it was wiki. So I didn't love that. Switch to the 1 minute and see how we're looking there. See where the EMA is. I'm gonna wait to get this entry. I think I may have just missed my entry. I was a little slow on that. I was waiting to see if we broke all the way through. So I'm gonna give it another few minutes. Hopefully I didn't miss my entry, but it is Friday. If I miss the entry, then I'm not gonna really stress it. All right. I'm gonna wait this out a little bit, see what happens here. Hello. Bueno, bien, man. Yo estoy en la computadora ahorita y estoy haciendo un video en YouTube. Entonces, sí, llámanos. Ok, man. Sí. Ok. Dale, man. Bye. Putting on some background music so it's not so quiet here. And I don't want to play Spotify because I don't really know anything about copyright rules or anything like that yet. So I'd rather not play Spotify. Diggy. All right, we're looking for our entry here. Hop in on the props first. Props are in.
Order filled.
Should have hopped in on the live too, but I was waiting to see if it would break past. Oh,
Order filled.
I'm in on the lives as well, so let's hope that was a good entry. All right, so I'm in. So let's set this up. Let's see what we got here. All right, where's my entry at? 6, 4, 6, 7. I hope we don't go retest that zone up there because it'll be a rough one if it does. Hope it doesn't go to the EMA. Should still be safe if it just tests the EMA though, but we'll see. We're gonna do a same risk to reward that I've been back testing, which is just 80, 120. Been consistent. Gone 4-0 this week on that. So I'm gonna stick to it. All right. Going on, everyone? Got any people in here yet? Let's see. Did we got anyone in the queues? All right, so far so good. We're gonna want to see this break right here. This is where it previously came to when we crossed the orb, and then it did our retracement back to the orb. So let's hope that we don't continue to break above that lower orb. Want to stay below it. So wait to see where we're at. But the day is still young, 10-14. Hope for a win. If we win today, this is going to be 5-0 in the week. That'll be a lovely week. Lovely way to end Friday. Keep retesting that orb. I got a better entry on my live than I did on my props. The props didn't get as good of an entry. So the live is about $65 in profit ahead of the props. So the live is in a better spot. So I set my chart here based off of the lives. I'm gonna go ahead and set my stop loss and everything on the props. 7. All right. 2 there for the props. I'm trying to bring it down a little bit. I couldn't get it on 7 exact. Hard to get it on the exact tick sometimes. All right. Well, it's going against us right now, so that's not great. So let me get this stop in. Where's my stop loss going to be? 6487. 6487 is going to be the stop. All right. Stop's placed. And let's hope we don't hit it, because right now, going against us pretty good. Exactly what I was worried about. It's going to test that EMA. So let's hope it stays below it. Because if it busts through that EMA, it's definitely going to take us out. All right, so far we're staying below that EMA, but that still got me a little bit worried. Because if we spike up and hit that, it's gonna take us out of this trade. Sitting in about $300 a drawdown right now. Just waiting to see what happens at this EMA. Hopefully it doesn't hit this EMA and then spike up, because if it does, it will most likely stop us out. Because my stop loss is not too high above that EMA. So let's hope that it starts going down here, and hopefully it doesn't aggressively run towards that EMA. I had a little bit of a feeling that I should have waited for my entry today, but I didn't want to miss the trade. And I got in on this candle right here. And then after that, we went green and broke through, which is what I thought we were going to do, because I thought we were going to test that EMA, but I wasn't sure. So I could have avoided this drawdown if I was just a little bit more patient. If I had just waited, could have definitely avoided sitting this drawdown. Let's say if it goes up, breaks the EMA, and then comes back down, I could have then gotten in on the reversal of that without having to sit and draw down. All right, this moment of truth right here. We'll see what it does at the EMA. How many ticks is this against us right now? Against us like 45 ticks, 42 ticks. Got half of my stop used up so far. That's more than I've used all week. Who's in here? I see one person in here. Is that you, Rosa? No, maybe not. I wonder who's in here. Oh, it is you. How's the back testing going? You can even put the same trade in live on your computer. You're just gonna have you can go on TradingView and you can put this on live so you can see the same trade going on right now, but you're gonna have a 10-minute delay on TradingView because you don't have the premium account with TradingView, so you'll have 10 minutes delay. But you can map out the same trade I did here just to see it play out if you wanted to. So on TradingView, if you don't have the premium account, they have a 10-minute delay, data delay, so you have to pay for the data. Okay, there we go. Back at the orb. Now we just gotta break this and stay down here. This is where I should have entered. So this is what I'm always telling you, Rosie, when I tell you don't get trigger happy on the entry. I wasn't sure about entering when I entered, but I entered anyways. And I really shouldn't have, because it was just barely getting there, you know, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get another chance, and I don't want to miss this trade. So I jumped in, but then look at, I was just caught in $500 worth of drawdown, you know, which obviously wasn't ideal. So let's hope that that's the worst of the drawdown we're gonna see. How's the mic sound? Does the mic sound better now? Like with the echo and everything? I was playing with the settings for a while yesterday. I did this morning. Back testing, and it hit my stop loss, so I have to make sure I break to a full body break. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the same thing I did today. So like you saw right there. So I went in on this red candle right here because this first green candle spiked up a little bit, but it wasn't great. And this is 1 minute. And then this red one just barely touched it, and when it touched it, I jumped in. And then I got in there, and then it came down and went back up. And you saw all the drawdown we just sat through, you know. So we sat through all that drawdown, which wasn't ideal at all. But thankfully, it's come back our way, and hopefully it stays our way right now. But I would have gotten still a good entry because it didn't obviously didn't hit my stop, but it was just sitting in unnecessary drawdown. Okay, so it sounds better. That's good. There was 6 people in here earlier. I wonder who it is. I guess YouTube maybe just recommends it, and people just jumped in, but they left because I'm boring. But this is real trading. I'm just showing the truth. This is real trading. I don't have a face or anything on here, so maybe people want to see like a camera. Maybe I'll get a webcam or something. But I'm just showing my screen and talking through my trade. But yeah, there were 6 people here earlier when I got started. I don't know who they all were. Not really loving this right now. It's almost like we're making an uptrend right here-ish. Don't love that. We need to go past this. We need to break through that. I don't like that. Yeah, they were like, yeah, this guy's losing. I'm out of here. They're like, oh man, this guy's in drawdown. I'm back in drawdown right now. They're like, oh man, this guy's in drawdown. I'm out of here. Can you hear the music in the background that I have playing on the TV? I have music on the TV in the background, so it's not too close to the microphone, but I didn't want it to be complete silence because this apartment echoes a lot because of the ceilings. Can't hear it. I'm gonna go turn it up a little bit because I want it to be some kind of background music because when I did a test yesterday with the mic, I played it on the TV and it's just very like you can hear the emptiness in here. And I could put Spotify directly to my OBS and it would play Spotify like whatever volume I put it in the background, which I was originally going to do because that's what I normally do when I trade. I listen to Spotify, but I was watching a video about like copywriting things, being careful with that. So I decided not to put Spotify just in case because these are going to be like my first videos and I don't want to have to pull them down because of that. Look, the live is at like 300 right now. You could literally take this right now and that could be like your day for work. Like if that's what your goal was. It's hit 300 and 400 like multiple times already. But right now we're at 300 on the live and the props are at 180. So if that was your goal for like a smaller amount, you can hit that easily, like every morning. And there we go. We're coming back down to that support line that I made down there. We got to break through that support line. when we get down there. So we need to break through there. If we break through there, then the trade's going to be valid. It's going to go to TP. We just got to get through that point. Because right now, we finally broke, and I made a video. See it when I did my microphone test yesterday. I made a video testing my microphone last night, and I just did like a quick view of the charts to see what it's looking like and what I think is going to happen today. And literally what I said yesterday, it's on my page. What I said yesterday is literally exactly what it did. So I said yesterday that I think we were going to go and retest this area where we were at prior to Trump making that tweet on Monday. And I thought that when we got there, we were not only going to get there again, we were going to break it. And that's exactly what we did. We got there early this morning, in the early hours, around like 7 in the morning, and we broke this area. So it did exactly what I thought it was going to do. But you could see that now the market's kind of doing what it was going to do before Trump made that tweet, because Trump made that tweet and it shot it up all the way up there and all the way up there from the day he tweeted that, and it's been working its way down, and now we're back down past where we were before he made that tweet. So I think we're going to continue to sell for a little bit. I don't know how long. That's the thing. I don't know how long we're going to sell for, but I feel confident with the sell today, at least for that 120 ticks, because we're below 200-day moving average. Just that red line right here. We're below that 200-day moving average, and we broke that on that Friday 20th, prior to Trump making that tweet, and we were going down strong. And then he made that tweet and it shot back up like 900 ticks and completely like threw out of whack the direction that the market was going in. But then ever since then, it's been correcting itself and coming back down. So, and then as you can see, I had made this other line here. And this line right here, it's been respecting it, broke it a little bit there, but that happens. Then it got there again, and then I had this other line, and then it broke this line. And once it broke that line, then I had this other line, and then it broke that line. So the only thing I do think can possibly happen is I think that this line that I made right here, I could see a retest coming up to here, because that usually happens. So we'll eventually get a bull run at some point going up, but it's gonna, keep going down, and then maybe when it starts going up, it'll end up reaching maybe around here. I think it might come back right around here next week, then keep going down from there. We'll see what it does. It's going to be interesting because don't really know what the market wants to do right now. But just off of the 200-day EMA, it looks like it's going to be in a sell, because the last time we broke the 200-day, not EMA, the moving average, the 200-day moving average, the last time we broke that, ES went into a significant sell. So let's see what happens. This day is kind of all over the place, though. We didn't break my zone. We were up like $500 in profit, and now we're down 160 in profit. So keep this on the 5-minute and just watch it on the 5 minutes. We're well below the EMA on the 5 minutes, so that's good. Just gotta stay away from the 1-minute one. Still early, it's 10:32, so got plenty of time. As long as it doesn't start working against us, we got plenty of time. I'll put this to about 1, because I hope to be completely out of this trade by then. Hopefully earlier than that, but put it at 1 for now. What do people do when they just sit here to like keep people entertained? Like, what am I supposed to do? I feel like I have to talk. I don't know what to do with my hands. Just sitting here, my hands back and forth. Maybe I should put some Spotify on, so that way at least it's some entertainment, some music for the people. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Push down. It's very much so just like idling right now. Not really doing anything. It's just kind of going back and forth. I don't love. And when you start trading the prop next week, Rosen, you can literally just watch my live stream and you can take the trades with me. That's what a lot of people do. They just watch someone stream and they'll follow their trades. The only thing you got to keep in mind is that when you're watching the stream, you're about, I don't know, a couple of seconds behind. Because right now it's 10:34:35. So check what time it is when you hear that. Right now it's 10:34:40. So I know that there's a little bit of a delay. I'm not sure how much. I think it's like 6 seconds. So if you're watching me enter a trade, you're gonna be like 6 seconds behind me, which might work out in your benefit, honestly. 100%. No, you, of course, and you will be winning on your own. But I'm saying it's just like to get started, passing the challenge and stuff. But it's up to you. But you could definitely win on your own. You know the strategy, you know what to do. You're already doing it, so you already know what you have to do. But like I said, look, you like bad entries happen too because this wasn't the best entry on my end. It still worked out so far, but it wasn't the best entry. So you can't beat yourself up over bad entries either because they happen. It's inevitable. I want to go make myself a coffee, but waiting to see this thing break that support line before I go get coffee. Walk over to the coffee machine, come back, and it'd be the red. I want to see us get below that support line so I can feel confident and then able to go make myself a coffee. And then raise up the music on the TV to see if you can hear it better when I raise the volume. It says that you're my number one fan. You're my only fan. You got a crown next to your name. It says number one fan. You're my only fan. Yeah, I know that already. All right, I think I'm gonna walk to make this coffee. I mean, regardless, I gotta trust the strategy, so I'm gonna make my coffee. Back. Okay, there we go. I'm back and we are approaching the support. Come on, let's break the support. Let's break the try. Play Spotify. See how it sounds. Have it on in the background. Man, we are really respecting that support zone. It does not want to break it. The good thing is, if it does break it, it's going to break it strong. That's if it breaks it, though. See what's going on here? Come on, let's break the support. Come on. Oh, come on, we got to break this. So I can't play the Spotify same time that I'm watching this on my phone because then it takes it away because of the sound. But I'm trying to watch the Spotify right now and it won't let me because now it's connected to my phone. And we're respecting that support zone right now, like it's the law. So we need to break it. Until we break that, not gonna be where we need to be. We need to get through that. Let's break this. I'm trying to figure out this music situation right now. Kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to add Spotify to my computer. I'll do that tonight. I'll do that later tonight because I'm trying to figure out the Spotify thing and it's not working. So no music for today, I guess. Mm. All right, so I put the music back on the TV. So let's see if it ends up being able to be heard now. I raised it up this time because I wasn't able to play it off of my Crosley. Spotify couldn't do it while I'm on the live chat. I gotta figure that out. Maybe I'll pull the chat up on the screen next time. We're really respecting that support. We're not wanting to break it. When we get down to the support, I'm like $520 in profit. I thought about taking it earlier, to be honest. It's a Friday. It's been a good week, but I'm gonna wait it out a little bit and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't end up in the red. There we go. That's a strong candle, strong body. What we're looking for, we just need a push. Need to push through. Let me know if you can hear the background music now. I put it pretty loud. It's like at 50 on the TV. The thing is, the way I set up my microphone, it's supposed to mute out background noise, but I don't think the music would be considered background noise. There we go. We broke it. All right. Broke it. So hitting TP is looking good right now. Got that break we're waiting for. A big doji candle right here, though. Just hope it doesn't end as a doji. How much time we got? We got 2 minutes and 54 seconds on this 5-minute candle. That was a nice break, but it came right back up after that break. That break took me to about $800 in profit right there. Now we're at 440. Don't love that. Don't love that at all. That is a very aggressive green push. What is that? What are we doing here? We broke my support just to fly up like that? That's crazy. Crazy. We're just up $800 an hour negative. Wild. Crazy how this stuff moves. Switch back to the 1 minute. Let's see where that EMA is at, because I think we're retesting it again. Yep, we're definitely retesting that EMA. Here we go. And let's stay below it. Please stay below that EMA. That's crazy. We just had a nasty reversal. We're just up $800, like $850, and in 3 minutes we're negative 250. From positive 815 to negative 250. We're getting close to the TP too, but it did a strong reversal. We got to see what happens here at this EMA. If this goes above the EMA, I'm probably in a bad spot here. There, it just busted above the EMA. If this thing gets stopped out after just being $800 in profit, that's gonna suck. Gotta see what happens here. If we go back to the orb though, and we're going back into the sell, I think I'm gonna grab some extra contracts, make it worthwhile, since I've been sitting here in this trade. Gonna up the risk a little bit, but it's also gonna double the profit. So I think I'm gonna, if we go to the orb again, I'm gonna grab extra contracts.
Order filled.
But I don't regret that.
Order filled.
Let's hope I don't regret that. All right. Now we really want to see this thing stay below that open range because while you guys were gone, I added another contract on each. So now I am running double the risk, but double the reward. So we are now in greater position. So we need it to stay below that orb. Because if it starts going against us, it's going to go against us heavy. We need a strong push off of this EMA to the downside. Oh, give us that strong push. Strong push to the downside. Get us back into our zone. Come on. Strong push. Let's go. You get a push back. The downtrend. Negative 380 right now. Gotta get this back in the positive. That's what sucks about adding contracts. When you add contracts, you increase your position size. Obviously, if it goes your way, it's going to be great. But if it doesn't, it's going to double your loss. So right now, my loss is at 447, where it would have normally been at like 2 something. Gotta wait for it to go my direction, or I gotta be ready to cut it when it just doesn't make sense anymore. Okay, that got bad fast. That's negative 800 right there. That's ugly. Not gonna lie, that is ugly. Okay. Not good. Are now negative 800. Need to go back to the downtrend. We need to get there fast. Come on, push down. You gotta do a rundown just like you did a run up. Let's go. That's why it's always scary adding contracts, because it just makes the loss rack up so much faster. But if it does go your way, when it does go your way and you add a contract, it's beautiful. And we're hoping that that beautifulness plays out right here. Because even if we get down to the support that it's been rejecting before, now that I added the contracts, when we get down to that support, we'll be at like $1,700 of profit. So if I wanted to, I could take that profit there if we get back to that support. But if it goes all the way, it's going to be like a $3,000 trade. Come on, let's go back our direction. Come on. We need this push. Push down. Come on. Wrong way. You're pushing the wrong way. Let's go the other way. Come on. You are pushing the wrong way. We don't like that up there. We do not like it up there. Oof. Getting ugly. Ugly. Quick. What do I do here? What do I do here? Negative 1,000. Gonna make a choice. Ugh. Why did I add those contracts? I should not have added those contracts. I'd only be negative 500 right now. Don't like this, man. I really am gonna hate to take this loss and then watch a trade go my way. It's gonna be terrible. I also don't want to rinse my accounts on this trade. Because for all I know, we could be going to test that open range high, and if we do that, I'm gonna get waxed. Hmm. That $800 in profit earlier is looking real good now. Damn. Not good. Not good at all. Not good. Not good. Not good. Oh man. If I cut this trade at a $700 loss right now, and this thing keeps going my way, I'm gonna be pissed. But if it comes back against me, I'm gonna be pissed. I gotta make a decision right now. Either gonna take a $700 loss or it was just at a $1,400 loss. But if this goes back down my way and I take a $700 loss, I'm gonna be so mad. Let's see what it does here, this EMA. Let's break through this EMA and go back to the lower orb. Come on. Come on. I don't want to take no $700 loss. Come on. Come on. Break down. Break down. There we go. There we go. Come on. Break down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Push down. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Bring us back into the green, baby. Let's go. Come on. Go back into the green. Come on. We got this. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Push down. Push down. Ugh. No. Wrong way. Wrong way. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Come on, man. Come back down. Come back down. Come back down. Come back down. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Push down. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Break down. Break down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. 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 Come on. Get back to that orb and go back down to where you were. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's end the fucking week green. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's fucking go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Come on. Come on. So close. Come on. Let's go. Back into the green. We didn't like it up there. It was ugly up there. We did not like it up there. No, no, no. You're going the wrong way. Come on. You're doing the right thing. Come on. Go back to where you belong. You ain't got no friends up there. It's empty up there. Your friends are down here. Come on. Keep coming down. You got no friends up there. Come on, come on, come on. Break this orb. Break this orb again. You got this. Come on. I just need a strong push down. One strong push down. Get us into the green. And then we're straight home from there. Let's go. You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. Come on. Smash down. Smash down. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Don't reject that orb. Come on. Break through it. Break through that orb. That orb's your bitch. Come on. Break through it. Break through that orb. Let's go. Come on. There we go. I see some green. I see some green. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Ziggy, go away. Not right now, Ziggy. I'm concentrated. Not right now. I'll pet you later. Come on. Let's go. Come on. You stretch your legs a little bit to the top. I get it. You have to stretch your legs sometimes, but now let's stretch our legs back down. Come on. Come on. Let's go. There you go. Come on. Push. Don't just kiss that orb. I want you to break through that orb. Come on. Let's go. No. Why are you playing with it? You're just over here playing around. Come on. Let's go. Come on. There we go. All right. We're back in green. That's good. We made it back to the green. I won't be greedy this time. I still want to see my full TP, but I'm not going to be greedy if I don't see it. I'm going to take something. But let's see what happens here. I want to see full TP, but I won't be greedy. Come on. We've had a good week. I want to finish green. 4-0. I want to go 5-0 this week. Let's go. I don't want to go 5-0 by closing out at $200 in profit. That doesn't count to me. It's got to be 1,000 or more, or else it ain't green. If it's not 1,000 or more, it's not green. Come on. Let's go. I'm out of coffee. I feel like I'm going to walk away, make a coffee, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to see what happens, but I'm scared. I'm not going to lie. Because with that, they went against me. They went against me fast. Let's see. Come on, come on. No, 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 no. Wrong way. What are you doing? Come on, stay in the green. There's no one up there for you. You don't got any friends up there. Stay down here with us. Come on. They don't even like you up there. Come back down. Come on, come back down. I'm not being greedy. I just need at least 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. That's it. I'm not asking for a lot here. You got plenty of money. Let me have some. Oh, come on. What kind of scam is this? Jesus. Should have gotten out. What kind of scam is this shit? Come on. Ugh. I hate it here. Come on. These kind of days are the most annoying ones. Just make up your mind which way you're going to go. You're going to screw me or you're going to bless me? Which one's it going to be? Make up your mind. You're going to bless me or you're going to screw me over? You're going to bend me over? Just get it over with. Come on. There we go. We're back in the green. Where we like to be. Your friends are down here. You got friends up there. Come on. There you go. Okay. There we go. Still too weak, though. We got to get a strong push. What are these little baby candles? Come on. Give us something serious. Give us a nice, strong candle. Some baby little candles. Indecisive candles. We need some decision here. Acting like a typical Friday. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Now we're getting a little bit better. We got to break that little previous candle right there. Break it. Come on, break it. Break it. We matched it or we broke it? Just barely broke it. We didn't really break it though. That's not a strong enough break. We got to break through this right here. Come on. You got to commit, man. You got to commit to this. These are some very wicky candles. I hate these candles. I don't like these candles. Candles are extremely wicky. There we go. Still very wicky, but come on. In the right direction now. Don't go up. What are you going up for? Come down. Got no business up there. Got no business up there. Come on. Come back down. Trying to see at least 1,000. Come on. 1,500. That's it. Just 1,500, 2,000. Nothing more. Come on. But if you give me 2,000, I wouldn't mind 3,000. But let's at least do 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. And I'll be happy. I'm not going to be greedy. Come on. Let's go. Come on. I don't like all these picky candles. These are like little baby dojis. Come on. Let's push. And I don't like how when it went against me so aggressively. And now when it's going my direction, it is very slow. I don't like that at all. Very bad sign. If I had any sense, I'd get out of this trade, but I'm not going to. Come on. Let's go down with some real momentum. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Let's get back to that zone. And at least let's break that zone. And then I'll think about leaving you for the day. But let's at least get back there. Come on. Come on. Let's go, baby. Come on. There you go. Bring it home. This is where your friends are at. We're all down here. We're waiting for you. Come on. Bring it home, baby. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. We got this. Come on. No. Go back. We're just at 700. We like 700. And if you did 700, you could do 800. And if you could do 800, definitely do 1,000. And while you're at 1,000, why not just go to 1,500? That's really all I want. If you get to 1,500, I'll probably leave. I'll be done. Probably, depending on how it looks. But let's at least try to get there. Come on. You got this. You didn't do all that just to do all that. Come on. You know that this is direction you want to go anyways. Just do it while I'm in the trade. Don't do it without me. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. Bring it back down. Bring it back down. Come on. We got a strong candle down. We just got to commit to that candle. Come on. Come on. Let's commit. Enough with this indecisiveness. Let's go down. Get over with. We've been in this trade for way too long already anyways. What time are I getting this trade? 10:15. And it's 11:20. I've been here over an hour. Come on, let's get this over with. Come on. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Come on. There we go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Now we're talking. Come on. We're cooking in the right direction. Let's go. Cooking in the right direction. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Commit, baby. Commit. There we go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's get back to that support. And this time we're gonna smash through that support. We're not gonna respect that support. We're gonna go through it this time. You've been respecting that support all day. That support is not your boss. You are stronger than that support. Come on. Let's go. Let's break through it. Don't make that support make you look like a bitch. Break through that support. Come on. Come on. We break through that support. It's straight home, full TP. We're on the way to the bank with that. Come on. Straight TP. Ziggy, me clapping my hands was not me calling you. Get out of here. I can't pet you right now. This is very serious times. Thank you, Rosie. Way to bring it back. Yes, ma'am. I almost took that L earlier too. I was about to close it though. I would have been so mad if I would have closed out. Come on. Come on. We're at 1,000 right now. Back and forth, 1,700, 600. I spoke too soon. You see when I open my big fat mouth. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. We got this. This is going to go to TP, man. It's going to go to TP. Got this. Got to let it play out. We just got to break the support because it's been respecting this little support. I don't know why. I went back on different time frames to see what the hell is there, and I don't see nothing, so I don't know what it's respecting. The thing is, if it breaks it, it's going to probably blow down hard, which is good. My TP should get hit, but if it doesn't break it, it might go up like we're doing right now. And now we just lost all that money. We're at 990, and we're at 47 right now. How fast these markets move around is crazy. We got to have a gut for this shit because you can see these numbers moving around. And these aren't just props. I'm running my live right here too. So my live is running along with these props. I got 5 props running. I got 1 live running. This is going the wrong way right now. Come on. Gotta wait this through. I gotta just trust in the strategy because technically it's still the same strategy, that I've been using all week. I don't love today though because if we're looking at it, we're consolidating. We've been consolidating. We got this consolidation right here, so we've been consolidating. So either we're gonna end up breaking the support or we're just gonna consolidate all day. And if that's the case, then I'm screwed. Damn, I'm gonna take this because I think we're gonna go negative again here. I should have taken that 1,000 just now. If we break above this orb again, that means we're going to go negative. We're going to go back up to the support. And then we do that, it's just going to be annoying because when I was up at that support, I was negative 1,000. I don't want to get there again. There we go. We're now negative $600 that fast. Holy shit. Negative 800. Jesus Christ. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's bad. That is fucking bad. That's bad. That is bad. That is very bad. Very, very bad. Very, very fucking bad. No fucking way. Fuck me sideways and call me Sally. That is fucking terrible. Holy fuck shit. Oh my God. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What the fuck do I do here? Oh my God. Oh, I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate it here. This is terrible. I'm gonna have to take a fucking loss. I'm gonna take this loss. I'm gonna take this fucking loss. I can't let it go back up there. I can't risk that. Fuck me. Fuck. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What are you gonna do here? What are you gonna do here? What are you gonna do here? Don't fuck me. Do not fuck me. Oh my God. I'm gonna take this loss. It's a small loss right now. Fuck, I took a loss.
Order filled.
Come on, come on, come on. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I still got my live in. What are you gonna do? 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 I swear to God, if you go back my way, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed at you. Oh, you fucking dirty whore.
Order filled.
Fuck. Son of a bitch. Holy fuck. What was that candle, man? What the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. took a $671 loss on my props. I closed it at 300, and with the slippage, it went to 671. And I took a $359 loss on my fucking live. And this shit's about to go back my way, and I'm gonna get so fucking mad. This fucking cocksucking shit. I am not okay with this. This is terrible. What the fuck, man? What was that? What time was that? 11:23. Did I miss some news? I didn't think there was anything going on. 11:30 FOMC. It's yellow folders. Yellow folders. Son of a bitch, man. Well, that's that. Chat just fucking took my first O of the week. I mean, I guess it's not fucking terrible, but fuck, I lost $359 on my live, $671 on my props, and that pisses me off because I closed it at $379. That sucks. But fuck, man. That was brutal. What the fuck was that candle? I should have stayed in it because that candle was so aggressive. Like, it doesn't even really make sense. But fuck, that was scary. When it was up here, we were negative like $1,400. Do I get in another trade? Do I fucking call it a week? If this shit goes back my way right now, I'm gonna be so angry. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna take another trade. I think I have to take another trade. I think it's our duty to take another trade. I think it's a must. We're gonna have to take another trade. Ugh. Damn, man. It was just at $1,000 in profit, man. Fuck. My live would have ended the week at $7,000. It would have been lovely. I started the week on my live at 1,500, like 1,400. It would have been at 17 or at 7,000. That would have been a great week on the live. The props would have been at like 3,000 and change. Let's let this play out. Let's just see what it does. Let's see if I made the right call or not. I mean, the loss isn't terrible. $359, and the props are pissing me off because I closed those at 379 and it closed it at 671 with a slippage. How fast that shit was moving. It was right around the EMA, that's why. So that pisses me off because if the props were at 379, 359, like I try to close them out, I wouldn't even be upset. That's a great loss. But fuck, man. My friend's calling me right now. Probably they talk shit to me for not taking the profits. Hello? Hello? I'm streaming right now. I thought you were calling me about not taking my profits. I thought you were watching. Yeah. Yeah, well, you would have just saw me lost $659, and I was just up $1,000, and then in 1 second I went negative. That's why I thought you were calling me. Yeah, I'm gonna take another trade. I'll call you back. I'm still streaming. But, oh man. All right. So I'm gonna wait this out and see. I'm gonna get back in though. I have to get back in. I can't take this L. I cannot take this L. I mean, I can take this L, but I don't want to. I'm gonna get back in. But I'm just gonna wait this out a little bit. Let's see what it wants to do. Let's see what it's gonna do. Damn. I almost want this thing to go to my stop loss so I feel better about my exit. Like if it goes to my stop loss, I'll feel better about cutting the trade. Come on. I don't know if it's smart to take another trade today because we're very clearly consolidating. But it's going to break one way or another. It's going to end up breaking. And when it does break, it's going to go hard. So it's going to give me an opportunity to bake back the money I just lost. So for that purpose, I'm going to watch this. Is it smart? No. If I was teaching someone how to do this, I would suggest that they do not jump in the trade.
I would tell him to just take the loss and walk away, but I guess that explains the name Risky Dave. So I'm gonna watch and see if I see another opportunity to get back in. It just sucks. I mean, I was up at 800 here. I was up another 1,000 here because I added contracts. So here I could have taken 800, and here I could have taken 1,000. I hate leaving money on the table, not just leaving money on the table, but losing. And again, the live, I'm not worried about 359 in the live. That's honestly, I took the live from 1,400 to it was at 5,900 this morning. There we go. My stop's gonna get hit. That's gonna be beautiful. That way, at least I feel better. So I took the live from 1,400 to 5,900 this week. So a $300 loss for the first loss of the week isn't bad, but the props took a $671 loss, and that kind of bothers me. Maybe I'll leave the live alone. Maybe I'll just enter a trade on the prop and just try to get the prop back into profit. Or maybe I should just leave them alone for the week. I don't know. Well, it literally went and just kissed my stop loss. So I got out, better. Because if I had waited for the stop loss with the extra contracts I was running, I would have lost $2,000. So that would have been 2K right there. So it's a good thing because my take profit was set for like 3,500. And if it would have went the other way, I would have been like around 1,800 that I would have lost. So at least I didn't take that loss because it would have just happened. Well, it didn't hit it yet, but I mean, it's right there. I'd literally be sitting at almost 2,000 drawdown right now, and I would be probably throwing things around. So at least I didn't take that loss. Looks like we're trending up now. So if it does start coming back down, we're gonna have to break this area here. Come back down. It's gonna be the zones that we're gonna want to break. Want to break this, and we still haven't broke the support. It broke it here ever so slightly, and then it went back. Trying to see on the higher time frames if that support was something else. I don't see anything in that level. There's nothing there. It's just empty. I don't know. My lines are all crooked. Nobody told me my lines were crooked. Oh. A little crooked too. Yeah, I would have gotten stopped out there. Be done. I'd be out of the trade. So it looks like we're testing the higher orb. But honestly, at this point, the way I'm feeling, if it rejects that orb and it doesn't break through that orb, I'm gonna probably go to a sell from up there, which is completely against my strategy. It's not what I would normally do. But today I'm feeling like that's what I'm gonna do. So I don't suggest anyone do what I'm about to do if I do this, but if it works out, it's gonna be lovely. See where the 5-minute EMA is at. Okay, exactly where we're going. We're going for the 5-minute EMA. That's exactly where we're going. So we broke the 1-minute EMA on that candle that just destroyed my profits. That candle was crazy, man. How many ticks was that candle? 87 ticks in 1-minute candle. That's crazy, man. Out of nowhere. Well, I guess not out of nowhere because that was the support I hadn't caught onto yet. So it did it right there. Trend line, not support. That little trend line right there. So I guess it did it based off of respecting that trend line. We went to that trend line, and then from there it went up. But now we got to pay attention to that trend line if I do stay in this. I'm really comfortable with the loss in the live. Like, I'm looking at that right now, 359 loss. I'm perfectly fine. Like, that's nothing. Because my take profit for the days have been 1,500, but yesterday I hit 2,400, 2,500 full take profit for the days. So I'm comfortable with that $359 loss. But for some reason, that 671 loss in the prop firms is just irritating me. I think because when I closed it, it was at 389, and the slippage gave it all the way to 671, and it's just bothering me. So I want to like correct that. I would be okay with a $300 loss on there, but if I'm gonna go for a $300 loss, I could just get them into profit. So maybe I'll just trade the props, get the props back into at least break even for the day, and leave the live alone, because realistically, the live is still at 5,600, and starting the week at 1,400. It's been a great week for the lives. Had a good run. So maybe I'll leave the lives alone and just enter on the props and just try to get them back to at least break even. Kind of annoyed that I didn't take those profits earlier, but man, it was looking solid, looking pretty good, to be honest. I thought we were gonna hit TP. I still think we will hit TP, but I just don't think it's gonna happen yet. I think by the end of the day, this is gonna get hit. Could be wrong, but I'm gonna say by the end of the day, this is gonna get hit. Gonna wait this out. We're gonna see what happens at this 5-minute EMA. So this might be a while. So if you guys get bored, I get it, but gotta sit it out. Wait till we see what happens at that 5-minute EMA. If we reject this 5-minute EMA, I'm probably gonna go for a sell from up here. So that way, if it does go back our way, by the time we get to the orb, I'll have all my profits really. Actually, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. That's 165 ticks. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. If we reject this 5-minute EMA up here, I'm gonna enter into a sell off of this orb, the high orb, but I'm gonna do it smaller. I'm not gonna risk as much because we have a lot of room to run down. So the goal now is just to get it to at least a green day break even, because obviously we're in the red right now. So I'm gonna change my contract sizes and then let it do what it does. And if we get up there, I'm gonna wait for it. I'll go for a sell if it shows me that a sell is looking good, and then I'll hold it. And if we get back to where we were, that'll be, let's say if I get in somewhere around here, and we get back anywhere near where we were, that's 120 ticks. That's my take profit. So I won't have the full 1,500, but I'll have, you know, a lot of it. I might not get the chance though, because it looks like it's just going back without me. So annoying though. Could have ended the week green with that 900 or that 800. It was like 958 at one point, almost $1,000. My boy Angel would be saying, always be leaving money on the table, because he tells me that every day. I really did think we were going to go all the way to TP, though. I really did. I was just waiting for us to break that support. If we would have broke that support. Yeah, I know I had more than one chance. I had 2 chances. And I had plenty of chances to just stop it in the green, too. I'm well aware of that. But it is what it is. We still got a chance here. The day's not done yet. If I see an opportunity, I am going back in. If the market shows me an opportunity, I am taking it. I see something going on here. This.
Okay. We got a little trend channel going on. So I should have jumped up there because I guarantee you we're probably going to come at least back down to here. But then that tells me that if I enter at the orb, I might only get a couple takes before it reverses again. Oh, man. What a doozy today is. Today is a doozy. Let's see what it wants to do here at this EMA. It's going back down my way right now, but there's no way I could have sat in it that long. That wick right there would have put me at like negative 2300 probably, 2200. My live has enough for that, but I would never want to risk that. I've done that in the past, and I'm not doing that no more. I don't want to risk that much in my live, and the props don't have enough in them. And those props, the goal with those is to get those to the payout in another 12 days. So the last thing I'm trying to do is wax those. Those are 12 days away from a big payout, so trying to not wax those. I should have definitely taken a sell up there though. If I would have marked this trend channel up earlier, I would have taken that sell. But I didn't see it. I wasn't paying attention. Well, if we don't get another chance to get a trade, at least the loss was minimal. Live loss is great, 359. That's a beautiful loss. You can't really ask for a better loss than that. The props not so great at 671. Should have been somewhere around 380, but that slippage got me on those. So at the end of the day, it's not a terrible day. I've been averaging like 1,500 profits every day. So $600 loss still isn't even bad. The 359 is great, like I said, on average for my profits for this week. But I'm not quite ready to say it's done for the day. I'm gonna wait to see what I see happening here. Who am I from? How can I help you, sir? Are you not on the stream? Oh, okay. I wonder who's in there. There's a couple people in there, but yeah, so yeah, I mean, I took a L. It's down 671 on the props and 359 on my live. I tried to close the props at 380, but it slipped on me. But I was in, yeah. No, I know, but it was in profit twice, three times. Like it was in profit most of the time. And it was up. It was at like 850, and then it was at 1,000. So yeah, I should have taken profit at 1,000, but literally it got to 1,000, and then it just one candle spiked up, bro, and it put me like negative 1,400.
So then when it no sell, and then when it started coming back down, I took when it went down on a sell, I just took my loss. I cut it. I cut the live first, obviously because my live, and that one got cut out at 359. And then I went to go cut the props, and when I went to go cut them, it said like 389. But when I closed it, it shows 671 with slippage. I was like, damn, because it was just moving around. It was by the EMA, so it was moving crazy. So right now I'm just waiting to see if I get another entry to at least bring them to break even. But well, I say break even, but you know that's not really what I'm going for. But yeah, well, I'm waiting to see what the market does. But yeah, I'm going for a seller, but it does go back my way. But I'm waiting to see what the market does. Because right now we got a channel, uptrending channel going to the upside. So I got to see what it wants to do here. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna stream every day, win or loss. Yeah, win or loss. I'm gonna stream every day. But yeah, tune in if you can though. Yeah, yeah. Just go to my YouTube page. Yeah, risky underscore Dave. All right, brother. And make sure you when you go on it, you hit the live button in the corner where it says live, because if not, you're gonna be behind. So if you hit the live button where it says like live with the red circle, it'll take you to like live. All right, but yeah. All right. So right now, I don't really like what I'm seeing. It's just the day was consolidating, so we're consolidating pretty much all morning. We're just sitting here in this consolidation, and then now it seems like we're breaking to the upside. The most we went from the bottom orb is 60 ticks. We went 60 ticks into profit, and that's not really a run in my opinion. I was expecting today to run a lot, but I think the problem is that we've already done a big run prior to open today. This has been running since 2 o'clock in the morning, but we got a nice run around 7 o'clock. See right here, 7 o'clock. It's got a nice run down because the orb today, the opening range was pretty big, pretty big orb. 118 ticks on the opening range, which is pretty aggressive for ES. So right now, when you're looking at it, you clearly see that it's uptrending. So gotta wait and see. But yeah, I would have gotten stopped out for sure at my full stop loss. So it's a good thing I cut it early. But I'm just upset that I left those profits on the table twice, 3 times, because it was in profit the majority of the day. It spent most of the time in profit. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Can't win them all. But I could have won it. That's the problem. But you know, just being stubborn. And that's part of it. And that's something I'm still working on. That's why I said with my title that I share the highs, the lows, everything, because there's too much fake content out there for trading, and people just post the big wins and they just post all the crazy trades, and they don't post the real things like this, you know, drawdown, going into drawdown, being up $800 here, and then in 4 minutes, you know, pulling back into negative. So we're up 800, and in 4 minutes it completely reversed. Like you got 4 aggressive 1 minute candles that completely reversed it. People don't like showing that stuff, but that's why I'm streaming my trades daily, and I'm gonna keep streaming them daily for accountability and for transparency. Either gonna win or lose money one way or another. I'll be here, and you guys will see the wins and the losses, so that way you know the reality of what comes with trading. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's going to be a lot of red days, and just because you have red days doesn't mean you're a bad trader. It just means that you're having a red day. You can have a red day, have a couple red days. There's people that go weeks on losing streaks. I've done it, you know, but just got to make sure that your overall consistency is profitable. But that is also why it's important to hold on. Like I know a lot of people were telling me take the profits when it was here. Well, not a lot of people, but like two people were telling me to take the profits when it's here. But anyone else that would be in the trade or watching trade would probably say take profits at 800, 1,000. But my whole thing is you got to let the winners win and run, because if it would have went full TP, it would have been a $3,000 trade. So I was going for a 3K profit. So for me, closing at $1,000 profit isn't ideal, because what it is I need to make sure that when I have losing days, because they will come eventually, your winning days have to outweigh the losing days. So right now we're good. My winning days on average all week have been 1,500. Yesterday I did 2,500. So right now we're still good for the week. We're great. This is the first loss. So even on the props being a $600 loss, 671, that's still great for, what I've done this week. So I'm not too worried about that, but it's about not really so much as greed, because I know a lot of people think it's greed. It's just letting, first off, trusting your strategy, because my strategy does work well. This is the first time I've gotten stopped out all week on the strategy. So the strategy does work well, and it's about trusting the strategy and letting it play out, because I've back tested it so many times that I know the consistency rate is anywhere between 68 to almost 70% on monthly averages. And then across 3 months consecutively traded, the strategy yielded a 68.9%. So it's a profitable strategy. And as long as I let the winners go full TP, when I get a loser, it's about half of my loss of my profit. So it evens itself out, because the losses don't come nowhere nearly as much. So that's why I like to hold on to the trades. It's not really so much as greed. I know people think it's greed, but it's not really so much greed. It's more letting those winners win, get the full TP, because you need that extra cushion from that profit when you do have losing days. Because if I cut my trades early every day, 1,000, but then I take losing trades and I lose 1,000, but I'm only making 1,000, then I don't have really a difference there. I have to be able to have some cushion from the winning days that are bigger than the losing days, so that way when I do have a losing day, it doesn't offset the account. But yeah, we're gonna wait to see what this does here. A little bit like confused with what this is wanting to do. I want to get another entry, but I'm not going to force it. But I do want to get another entry. And this is not revenge trading. This is just strategically trying to take another trade, because I think I think I can end the day break even or in the green, to be honest. So I'm gonna go for that. We'll see. But I also don't want to be here all day, because I gotta go to Fort Lauderdale today. It's 11:53. So I should probably just call it a day, but I'm not going to. See what 15 minutes showing me. And 15 minutes is clearly showing that uptrend right there. You could see it better on the 15-minute. Let me adjust these trend lines. Definitely going in a uptrend there. I don't know if that's valid or not, but if that's valid, then it broke this trend to the upside, which isn't good for a sell, obviously. You might want to pull back, because at the end of the day, this is Monday right here. This is where Trump did his tweet, and now we're approaching that low of Monday before he tweeted. So we might just be approaching that, to be honest. We might just be approaching that low. We already went there. We're going to higher that. We went there. So that might have been it. We might have been retesting that zone, which could mean we could go back into a sell. But we can also keep going up and just trying to clear up some of this empty space. Because the only thing is, once we get past where we were just at, like that zone that we were at, I just don't see anything else in any recent history. I'm on the 15-minute here. So there's nothing to like really get an idea from as far as where it's going to go from here. Because if it just keeps going down, then it could keep going down to who knows where. But there's nothing to like base it off of. There's no recent, bodies, even on the 1 hour, 4 hour I checked, that would be down in this range. So I just don't know if it's just gonna have like a dramatic, sell, crazy percentage of sell all the way down, or if it's gonna want to work its way back up. I might enter another sell, but I think I'm gonna go even less contracts. I might enter a sell at like 5 contracts, 5 micro contracts, and just let that do something. See what that does. If I do 5 micro contracts, let's say if I enter around here, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the risk. If I run 5 micro contracts and it goes into a sell, those 5 micros will be able to get my live account to a break even at least. It'll be minimal risk. If it does go against me, it won't run against me heavy. Because the reason this was running so much is because I was doing 2 contracts. So I was doing 2 full-size contracts. Every tick was $25. So had I left it with my original entry was only 1 contract on each of them. I would have lost like 120 something and about $300 on the props, which obviously would have been ideal. But I did what Risky Dave does, and I added 2 contracts down here. When we went to break the orb, I added another contract to each account. So then I was running a total of 2 contracts, which screwed me because when it went against me, obviously the loss doubled. Because when my original TP got hit, my loss was only supposed to be like 987. And when we spiked up to this candle right here, I was already negative like 1400. It's crazy. So that's the problem with adding more contracts. It's definitely, a risky thing to do, but sometimes it works out. A lot of times it works out in my favor. Today wasn't one of them. Because now going back and thinking about it in hindsight, if I hadn't added that extra contract, my loss would have only been at the greatest like $300 today. And then like 100 and something on my live, which would have been like nothing. I wouldn't even have thought about that, to be honest. Let's see what we do here. We're breaking our way back down. I think we got to go to this line, but the thing is, this line is too close to the orb, so I don't feel confident going in on the orb again, because this line is so close to it that if I jump in right here at the orb and then this line gets rejected again, because it's rejected it here, it rejects it here, then I'm going to immediately go into drawdown. But if this happens to be the time that it wants to break it and it breaks down past this, then I'll immediately go into profit. So ideally, I should have jumped in up here where I was talking about it earlier, because I would have jumped in here. At least I have all this already, and then I would have had drawdown this way. But if I get in here and then it goes all the way back up here, I just lose all that in drawdown, which I don't really want to risk. Or another thing I can do is, if we come down to this line right here and we respect this line, I could try to ride the trend zone and I could go for a buy right here and hope that we go back and retest this up here. And if we do that, then I'll catch all that movement on the upside, which is trades that I've done in the past, and I could do that. But lately I've been trying to stick to my strategy and only my strategy. And obviously that wouldn't be outside of my strategy, but it could be a nice trade. It's presenting itself as a nice trade, but it would be out of my strategy. And I've been trying to stay pretty consistent with sticking to my strategy.
See what it does here. Moment of truth. My gut is telling me to go for a buy, but I'm kind of scared. For anyone that's in the watching the video, make sure when you click on the screen, there's a thing that says live with the red circle right there. You have to touch that for it to be actually live. If not, you'll be like behind like 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it is. Because when you first open the live video, it doesn't take you automatically to live. So you have to touch that little icon on the screen that says live with the red recording dot next to it. That'll take you to live. Angel, make sure you hit the live button right there on the side and it'll get you live. Because I know you were behind yesterday by like 10, 15 minutes. Trying to decide right now if I'm going to take another entry or not. I mean, I may have just missed the opportunity for a buy right now, but it was a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to go in the wrong direction after I just took an L. This is the 5 minute right now. We're on the 5 minute time frame. This is it. Whenever I'm just sitting watching the chart, I go to the 5 minute time frame. I only go to the 1 minute time frame when I'm trying to execute a trade or when I'm checking the EMA. But when I'm sitting in a trade, I go to the 5 minutes. But I'll only go to the 1 minute when I'm trying to see where the EMA is, which actually let's see right now. We're at the EMA right now on the 1 minute. We're right there. So right now on the EMA, we're at the 1 minute EMA. And we're below it. We're below the 5 minute one. But we're right at it right now. I just don't love this uptrend channel right here because I kind of want to go back for a sell because I feel like it wants to sell today. It's going to want to sell. And I don't like how we went all the way up here and we didn't even reach this higher candle here for this one. But it might be doing that on this run because we just came down here to this line I made on this channel. And it can now go up here. And if we go up to here, we're going to match the highest candle. If you think about it, we'll be right around here. So we'll match and breach it. So I almost feel like it's a good entry to go into a buy down here and ride this all the way up. But again, that would be outside of my strategy, and I'm trying to stick to the strategy. But a good trade is a good trade. I just don't know if I want to do it or not. I guess a little bit of me is just hoping it goes back into a sell because that was my original position. But we'll see what the market shows me. I don't like to try to predict what the markets are going to do, what the chart's going to do. I just let it show me what it's doing. All right, we're back at the orb right now. We got to see what it's about to do here.
see what it does here. Man, if this thing goes my way, I'm gonna be so frustrated. Do I go for another sell? Do I enter? Or do I buy? Oh, this is such a tough call here. I'm about to hedge. I'm about to go for a buy on my prop and go for a sell on my live. Let's see which one was right. I want to go for a buy here. Because obviously, I wanted it to go to a sell here. And we're right there. But when we touched this trend line last time, look at that aggressive candle. And I would hate to go into a sell and then get caught in a nasty candle like that to the upside again. You know what? What I need to do is I'm going to take an entry, but I'm going to lower my risk down significantly. And it's going to suck because if it does go my way, I'm not going to make nowhere near the money. But hey, it's better to do that than to be risking losing a lot of money. All right. I guess the goal now is just to get it to break even for the day. If I can get it to break even, it'll be fine. Now it looks like it's going. It broke that line. Go my way, and I'm gonna be so pissed because if you look at it, let's see how much out of my stop loss it went. 11 ticks above my stop loss is the highest it's been, and now we're back. It would be back in profit on my original trade. Damn, see, now it's going down my way. Oh, yeah. And that's annoying because it literally went 12 ticks above my stop loss. And now it's going into a sell. It's gonna probably go back to the support, so let's see what it does with the support. So it broke that trend line, that channel that it's been stuck in, and it broke it to the downside, so that's good. But let's see if it stays down here. I still got a chance to bring this day back green. Still got a good chance here. There's still a chance here. Well, the market's not really in a buy. The market has been in a sell, but it just had a uptrend just now. That's what you see, that channel going to the upside. It's a little uptrend for the last, I don't know. It was uptrending for the last hour. But overall, the market is in a sell. This thing's gonna go and it's gonna end up going to my TP, and I'm gonna get so mad. If this thing finally breaks that support when I'm not in the trade, it's gonna be so frustrating. It is going to be very frustrating if it finally breaks that support. Yeah, that's why sometimes it's good to go with your gut, because earlier when we were up here at the top, I wanted to go for a sell, but I chickened out because I didn't want to lose more money. But if I had gone for a sell there, I would have made all my money back plus some. I'd be in profit. I could have just said screw it, that's a day, and I could have gotten out. Could have been done for the day. But you never know. You never know what the market's gonna do. So that's why. Go to the 1 minute, see where the 1 minute EMA is at. 1 minute EMA is right above. Man, I think I'm gonna enter back in on my original position, dude. And I don't know if that is a good idea, but I think I'm gonna go back in on my exact original position and just hope that it goes good. I think I'm gonna enter back on my original trade. All right. Yeah, I'm looking to get back into a sell, but I haven't gotten in yet. If we go back to my original, I'm gonna pretty much just take my retake my original position. Is what I'm gonna do, but just with less contracts. But I'm gonna retake my original position, and just with less contracts. But yeah, if it goes back, the only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is the 1 minute EMAs up here, so it's about 20 ticks from my orb. So if I get in here and then it goes up to the EMA, I'll be in drawdown immediately. But if I wait to see if it's going to go to the EMA, it might not go to the EMA, and I might miss an entry. Because what I do like is that we had this trend channel going, and we officially broke out of that trend channel. So to me, that is a good confirmation that maybe we'll commit back to a sell, which is what the direction was for the market overall. And also, when we did go up into that buy, we never peaked the higher highs of earlier in the morning. This is at 928. This is at 947. So we didn't break those, came short of them. So I'm thinking I'm going to take a sell, but again, I'm going to wait it out. I'm not going to rush into a trade. I either get a trade or I don't, but I'm definitely not going to just jump into it. Come on. Let's go. Give us another entry. It's Friday. Want to end the day. Green. Let's go. Give us an entry. Regardless of the fact, whatever happens on this trade, if I take another trade or not, I am withdrawing money from my live today because I started the week with 1,400 in there. Even with that loss, I'm still at $5,618. So I'm gonna withdraw some money, pay myself something. It's Friday. It's payday. The props are still in good shape. Those have another 12 days till payout. So regardless, I will pay myself something today because I'm not treating this as a job. I'm gonna pay myself weekly something. So we got 5,600 in here. I'll leave a $300, $2,000 balance because that's what I always start with, 2,000. I'll withdraw as of right now, 3,600. But if we catch a win, then whatever I'm at above 2,000 at the end of today is what I'm gonna withdraw. I'll start the week again next week with 2,000 in there. I don't really need more than that to play with. So pay myself 3K, 3,600 actually, and hey, that'll be rent money. Rent's coming up. What's 27? Perfect, actually. That's rent money right there. Cool. This week right here, paid for rent, so can't complain that. That's just off the live account too. It's not including what the props are doing. Just a live account. Have paid for rent. So not sitting here telling you I'm doing $15,000, $20,000 days like a lot of these Instagram, TikTok gurus, but show you real numbers that I am doing. $3,600 of profit, withdrawn, but overall, more than that, it's been like, I don't know, 4,500 right now, somewhere around there, profit wise, that I'm up. No, more than that. Where is it? 40, 46, about $4,800 of profit, even with that loss. So even with the loss, we're about $4,800 in profit on the week on my live. Those are real numbers. So $4,800, that's a lot more than people make in, sometimes 2 weeks. This is something that's realistic and doable without giving you those inflated, daydream numbers that these people tell you online. This is what you can realistically do with not so much money. $2,000 starting balance is, a reasonable amount. People spend $2,000 on a lot of things. So if you have the knowledge and you put the knowledge in, you can spend $2,000 and open up a live trading account, and you can pretty much just double that money over and over again as long as you stick to your strategies and your rules. But I still always advise people to go with prop firms in the beginning because I just think that bang for your buck, you cannot beat a prop firm. If you go with the good one, you spend $150 or something like that for a 50K prop firm. You got $2,000 worth of drawdown, and you can get it to a payout in 2 weeks. You just made a nasty return on investment right there. Can't really beat that return on investment with the prop firms, in my opinion. And I'm not even affiliated with any prop firms, but I might be soon because I use specific prop firm every day and I use specific broker every day, and I always recommend everyone to them, so I might as well get an affiliation. I said everyone. The market's just kind of idling right now. It's not really doing anything. Pero déjame, debe yo no sé, mam. Yo no sé nada de eso. Debes de llamar a Carlos, él te puede ayudar mejor con eso, mam. Pero yo te llamo. Yo te llamo cuando termino, mam. Sí. Estás durmiendo, seguro, mam. He trabajado anoche. Sí. Ok, mam. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Mom called. I had to take her phone call. She's called me like 3 times. Yeah, I don't really like this volume right now. There's no volume at all going on. So I might just have to call it here. Because I'm not going to jump in a trade just to jump into a trade. I really did want to see another opportunity, but I don't know if I'm going to get one. I'm going to try one more time. If it gets to the orb, I'm going to go for a sell. If it goes against me, I'm just going to call it a day. I'm going to go with the full contract. So if it does go my way, we can get out sooner than later. But that also means if it goes against me, I'm going to have to get out fast. But I'll be ready to do that. So hopefully I don't add to this loss. But I'm going to go for it. We're creeping up on it. The EMA is getting closer to that orb. So that's either going to work in my favor or against me. We're going to find out when I take the trade. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the trade and we're going to see what happens. I'm going to literally just take the same trade I took this morning and hope that it plays out. I think I missed my chance to get in. I was waiting for us to get back to the orb, but it didn't make it back. I think I may have lost my opportunity there. Going back to that support, which was the lowest it had been. So if I had entered up at the orb, I would have been back up like 1,000 right now. So everything would have been in profit again. Should have entered when I first was gonna enter back here. Well, but I just didn't know what it was gonna do there. If I would have entered there, it would have been golden right now.
All right. No activity right now. We're just waiting. But still respecting that support from earlier. It's crazy. It came all the way back to it and it's respecting it. I feel like we're gonna run up. I technically could take a buy if my feeling is right, but I'm not going to because I think we're gonna run up. The EMA is getting right by the orb. So I think we're gonna run up to that, retest that EMA, and then at which case, this time if we do it again, I'm gonna go into a sell and just let it ride. See if it's gonna be the time that it actually commits to a sell. Because it hasn't committed to a sell, but it also didn't commit to the buy. It went on a buy run, but it didn't commit to it, and never even made it to the open range high. So that's kind of a good sign, in my opinion. We had that trend channel to the upside that you can see right here, and then we clearly broken out of that trend. Was respecting that trend, going up here, coming back, and then right here we broke out of it clearly. So that solidifies my position in going into a sell. So I'm gonna wait just because of where the EMA is currently at. I feel like we're gonna get back up to the orb, so I might get another entry opportunity. And when it gets up there, I am gonna go in for a sell. Been a pretty slow day, to be honest. A lot of sideways activity. The only thing is, I've noticed on days when you don't have a strong break on the orb in the morning hours, you will eventually get a nasty run later in the afternoon. So when you have these days that you got really no activity on the orb, either outside of it, either direction, because the most we've been today is like 61 ticks outside of the orb, which isn't a crazy run at all. Whenever you have days like this, a lot of times, in my experience, when it does decide to break in the direction it breaks, it goes pretty aggressively. So let's say we retest the orb one last time, and then it starts going into a sell. It's a good chance that we're going to hit our full TP at that point, just from my experience. But we're already later than what I would like to take a trade, but it's Friday, and I want to end the week green, so I'm going to try. I mean, we're ending the week green, but I want to end the week green, meaning that I want today to be a green day, which it was already multiple times. That's on me, no one else. But hey, none of us are perfect. I'm gonna walk away from the computer for a second, but I set entries, so I'm set right here. So if we get back up here while I'm gone, I will be into a trade. So actually, I'm just gonna make a whole new graph, keep the trade separate. So put that one there because that's where it technically got taken out. The new trade will be at 6466. Is at 6466. So that's gonna be the new trade. I have it set up right now, so if it gets there, we're gonna be going in. I'll walk away from the computer for a little bit. But if we get there, we'll be in the trade. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. So we'll see what happens. I will be back. I'm gonna leave this running. This is my new trade right here. It's not in yet, but if it does reach there while I'm gone, it's gonna be in because I have my entries already placed on the screen. So it's on TradeAvate already. So while I'm gone, it goes up there. It is gonna jump into the trade. All right, guys, I'm back. Oh, it broke the support zone without me. Let's see what it does here. Broke the damn support zone. Angel, I'll call you back. I saw you calling me, but I'll call you back. See what's going on here. All right. So it just finally broke the support that I've been waiting for it to break, and it just broke the lowest point that it broke earlier, which is literally what I was waiting for all day. But I'm not in the trade, unfortunately. I have a entry set up over here, but we have to get here for me to get into the trade, so I'm not in it right now. I might go for a buy though. If it rejects this again like it did last time, I'd go for a buy, but it doesn't look like it's gonna reject it. I feel like it's gonna finally break it. Yeah, it broke it. It's breaking it without me. Doing it without me. Everyone keeps calling me. I gotta take this call though. This one's important. I will be back.
So I go by Florida Jet. I'll swing by there and take a look at it and take a good look at it now that it's cleaner and see exactly what areas we need to paint on it. That way we could see what needs to be painted. Well, yeah, it's cleaner. It's got a better like view to see what's going on than what it was before. But I know that the radom's got to get done. I know we got to do those areas by the window frame where they do the inspection of the rivets, so that needs to get done. Like those are areas for sure. So radom and those rivets by the windshields got to get done. And then we'll see what else we got to touch up on it. But no, we'll definitely get it done. I can squeeze you in. Just find out the color code for me. See if you can find the logbook entries. But if you can't, then I'll just get some different colors. But it should be Matterhorn white. All right, then, bro. I'll hit you up when I'm heading down that way. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to not take phone calls while I'm on stream, but people are calling me for work and stuff, so I had to take that call. The EMA is below the orb, which is good. I like that. I just don't know if we'll make it back to the orb because I have an entry set up. If we make it to the orb, I'm gonna be put in on all my accounts. And we do one full contract on my props and one full contract on my live if we make it back to the orb. But I don't know if we're gonna make it back up there. We're gonna see. I had a couple of other opportunities to jump in earlier here, but I don't want to get trigger happy because everything I sacrifice below that orb is gonna add to my drawdown on the other end. So I keep that in mind. Well, the cool thing is people are finding this stream though because right now it's just 3 people and I know exactly who it is. But at one point when I was on the phone and I came back, there were 7 people in here, and I've only shared the link to Angel, Rosie, and Jose. So the other 3, 4 people that have come in and out, there was at one point it was 10 people watching. So I guess YouTube's just recommending it to people, and they come and they see me losing, so they leave. But it's okay. It's cool to see that people are jumping into the stream though. Gonna give this a little bit more time to see if we get an entry, but if not, I'm gonna have to call it a day because I do have to go down to Fort Lauderdale today. It's already 12:45. I realistically should have already been gone. I'm about to take a trade right here. I'm just gonna go for a sell, then just catch the last half of my TP. It's a little bit risky, but I mean,
I do think it could play out. Because this support zone's been respected all day, so if we do valid break on that, a good chance we're gonna get a good push down. But we keep breaking it and then just came back up. Like we broke it here, we came back up. Get back around the EMA. I guess I'll enter for a sell at that point. Or we might go to this little line that I have marked right here. When we come here, then I'll watch for a sell. There we go. I don't know if this is good or bad because I'm waiting for an entry. But we hit that support zone and we didn't really bust through it. We just barely broke it. So I'm excited that I might get an entry. But I don't know if it's a good thing because look at that green candle. That was an aggressive green candle. So I'm not fully convinced that it's gonna be a good entry right now. We're gonna find out. I hope that this entry plays out. Let's see. Where's the 5 minute? Where I get active. 5 minutes all the way up there. All right, let's hope that this is gonna be a good entry because I got my entries in place. Got my entries in place. Hope that I'm making the right call here. Because what we could do is, like last time we came here, we went all the way up there. I really hope that's not what's about to happen. Oh man, so stressful. Whatever you guys do, don't trade. This is no fun. Feel my cortisol levels going up. Could also be all the coffee. I'm not sure. Only thing we could do now is just hope that I'm right. What I think is gonna happen. This point looks like we're about to get an entry, and if we get an entry, just hope that it was a good entry. I'm not going to manually enter either. I have my entries placed already there right at the orb. So if we make it to the orb, it's going to put me in the trade automatically. If we don't make it there, then I'm not going to get in it, which I could live to regret, but I placed it at the orb and it's already there. Stop loss, take profits are already set. So I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm going to let it play out. So if it goes to the orb and it enters me, I'm going to let it do what it does. And let's just hope that it does get me an entry. And if it does get me an entry, let's hope that it goes in my direction and not blow past it. The only concern is that the EMA is a little bit below the orb right now. So we might not get an entry because it might just respect the EMA and then shoot back down without us. We're going to find out very shortly because it's coming one way or another. Win or lose, we're about to do it together. It's coming. Moment of truth. Right here, we're going to get an entry, and if it's going to be a good entry or not, we're going to find out right now. Oof, do we get an entry? Is it a good entry? Did we make the right call? We're about to find out. No going back. We're close. We are close. There's no going back here. Come on. Oh, no, we might not get an entry. It might go without us. Might go without us. But hey, if it goes without us, it goes without us. I set my entry, and I'm not going to touch it. So my entry is already set. So if it touches it, it touches it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And if it touches it, I really hope it goes in my direction. I don't want to lose more money. I'm not gonna get an entry. It didn't take me. Just a few ticks away from my entry, and it didn't get me in. Let's see what this candle does. Ugh, the nerves are kicking in, man. The nerves are kicking in. Let's see if this candle spikes up. If it spikes up, it can get us an entry, but if it doesn't, we're gonna miss an entry. Let's just hope that it doesn't blow past this EMA and then just go back into a buy, because if it does, I'm just gonna be like bummed out for sure. Let's see what it does here. If it hits the orb, we're in. I have the orders already in place. So if it hits the orb, we're in. And once it hits the orb, if it does hit the orb, we're in on a sell on the exact trade that you see right here. So I have it laid out. So if it does hit the orb, it will take me into a trade, and this is our trade. So, oh man, I don't think it's gonna give me an entry. I may have missed my chance. I could have manually entered, but damn. Do I manually enter now? No, I'm not gonna manually enter. If it doesn't get me in, it doesn't get me in. Oh, man. So close. How many ticks? 4 ticks from my entry. Come on, man. It didn't get me in for 4 ticks. The FOMO was real right now. FOMO was real. 4 ticks from my entry. Come on. Damn it. I guess it's just that's it. I'm not gonna get a trade today. Well, I'm not gonna get a winning trade today. Because that was my entry. I had it set up. I put a hard entry. Told myself it didn't make it to the orb, I wasn't getting in, and it didn't make it to the orb. So, and honestly, at this point, if it makes it to the orb, I'm gonna be a little bit concerned, because we went up to the EMA and we came back down, and now we go to the EMA and we blow through it to get to the orb. It might be because we're going into a buy again. So at this point, I don't even know if it's a good idea to leave that order open. I should probably close it out. Because if we go back to this support and then we go back to that orb again, that's not going to be an ideal situation, because that's just too much consolidation between those 2 points. If I hadn't put the hard entry in place already on both accounts, I would have entered manually at this EMA. That's where I would have entered manually. But it's going back up. I mean, it could get me in, but honestly, at this point, I don't know if it's going to be a good idea to get in. I don't know if it's going to be a good play. Now we are again making an uptrend. And the last time we came down here, we went a little bit lower this time, but came down here, it went into a buy when it did all that. So history could be repeating itself right here. Came down here, go here, and let's say if we go up, we can keep going up. Tough call. Tough call. While I'm waiting to see what this does, I'm gonna go make another coffee. I don't even know how many cups there is today. All right, I'm back. And nobody's here, but I don't blame you guys because there's nothing going on. I'd be gone too if I was you guys. I'm gonna just take this loss for the day. Oh man, I'm getting impatient. I'm about to do some risky Dave shit here in a second. But I'm getting impatient and it is 12:58 and I want to end this day green and I'm about to take a sell right here. Because we didn't go all the way back up to the orb, so that's good. And we already broke that support line twice. And this might be the time that we blow past it. So I might just take a sell right now and hope it doesn't reverse against me. Want to end the day green. That's all. I think I have a chance to do that.
For whoever just jumped back in here, we have not taken the trade yet. Still waiting. At this point, I don't know if I'm going to take a trade. I think I'm going to call it a day. It's 1 o'clock. Really wanted to finish the day off green, but it is what it is. Guess you can't have a green day every single day. So I think I'm going to end this here soon. Really want to get another. I do genuinely believe that when I come and look at this chart after 6 o'clock and I come and look at it, it's going to have hit my full TP today. But it is what it is. Crazy thing is, when it did go to take me out of my stop loss, it was only by 14. Wild. I canceled my automatic orders because I just don't see us getting back to the orb. If I do take a trade, I'm going to do it manually, and it's going to be around that EMA. So if it goes back to the EMA and it respects it, and looks like it's going into a sell, I'm going to jump in for a trade, and I'm going to just try to get to break even as my goal. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just break even. All right. I think I'm going to call it here soon, guys. This is my most difficult thing is taking an L. I don't like taking L's, as you guys can see, obviously. And sitting here just trying to get another entry. And I've already missed a lot of opportunities to get back in and be positive again. Because obviously, after taking a loss, you get a little bit of hesitation. But I could have definitely gotten in right here when I wanted to go for that sell. It was honestly the perfect opportunity. Ooh, good thing I took off that freaking order. Jesus Christ. Look at that candle. See, this is the scary part. Yeah, I'm done. Look at that. That would have put me into the trade right now. Good or bad, I'm not sure, but that would have put me into the trade. Wow. What the hell? What was that, man? I'd be in the trade right now and I'd be positive, but that's scary. That's scary, dude. I would have been in the trade if I had just canceled my orders. Oh man, I'd be positive right now. That is scary though. What the hell's going on? Did I miss something? What time is it? What's the news? Did I miss something? What the hell happened? 1 o'clock. President Trump speaking at 5:30. But what the hell just happened at 1 o'clock? Does motherfucker tweet something? Jesus, that was crazy. Look at that 1 minute candle right there. The 1 minute candle. That 1 minute candle just moved like has to be 80 ticks. 60 ticks, one candle. If you count both candles, it went more than that. Damn. I just canceled my order too. If I had left my order in, it would have got me in right there and I would have been positive right now. Isn't it funny how shit works? Look at that. I would have literally been in the trade and in the positive. I'd be up. I'd be green for the day right now. I would be green for the day right now if I had left my orders where they were. Oh my goodness, man. So frustrating, dude. This is so frustrating. That is extremely frustrating. Wow. That's annoying. I hate it here sometimes. I really do. It's so annoying. I just. It's like the charts knew. I just closed my orders here that I had in place to put me in at the orb. And as soon as I closed them, a minute later, it spiked up to my entry and then came back down into positive, and I would have been in profit. I would be up like $1,000 right now. Jesus. Why? Why couldn't you just let me have that? Why? That's crazy, man. That's wild. Couldn't just let me have it? Oh, man. 1 minute. 1 minute earlier, I closed those orders. That would have put me into the trade immediately. And since I've told you guys I'm not being greedy, I would have gotten out down here. I would have already gotten out. We would be in the positive. We'd be up. We'd be up like $800 on the live, and we'd be up at least $300 on the props, and I would be happy with that. It would have just been a green day, you know? And it literally did it without me. It's just crazy though that I've had that order since what time did I put that order? I put that order at 12:33, and I just removed the order at 105, and then at 106 it blew up, and by 107 it would have put me into the trade, and I'd be in profit right now. But I literally canceled the order. That's crazy, man. This shit's a scam. It's a scam. This is wild. All day waiting for that, and then it does it without me. And what was up with that volume? That was crazy. What time was that? 106. It was a crazy spike out of nowhere. Crazy spike. Oh, such a frustrating day. So annoying. That's it, man. I missed my chance. That was my only chance, and I'd be up like $1,100, $1,200 right now. And I just canceled that order. That's so freaking annoying. Oh man. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to just take it. I gotta finish the week red. I gotta just accept it. It's gonna be a red week. Well, red day. Just accept it. The week's green. Gotta be grateful. I'm still withdrawing $3,600 today from my. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that right now. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna withdraw 3,900 or 3,600 right now. Exactly what I'm about. I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna withdraw
from my live. That'll make me feel better about this. How much are we? 39, 3,600. We're withdrawing 3,600. Withdraw. H. Thousands. Boom. I just requested $3,618 out of my live account. Done. So that makes me feel better for the week. Just withdrew $3,600. And yeah, whatever. This trade's gonna go to my TP without me. And it is what it is. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It happens. It's part of it. It is trading. I guess we could just watch it go to the TP without us. Freaking wild, man. I just realized why the market's sitting the way it is. It's wait until Trump speaks. I didn't even realize that's why we're not really getting crazy movement. Market's just kind of indecisive until Trump decides what he wants to say later. That's what's going on here. Guess he's speaking today. And you guys saw what happened when he spoke yesterday. And y'all saw what happened when he tweeted on Monday, so market's waiting for that. It is 1:17. I haven't eaten anything because I've been sitting here staring at this screen. I'm gonna go make myself a quick late breakfast bowl because I have to hit the road. I doubt I'm gonna see anything by the time I come back, but if I see something, maybe I'll take a quick trade. But I really doubt it. I'm gonna leave you guys here though. I'm gonna let the stream keep running until I am officially done trading. So I'm gonna leave this here. And there we go. I'm back now, and look at that. He's going for full TP without us. It is what it is. Just one of those days. whoever who just jumped in here, we're not in the trade because I'm an idiot and I canceled my market order because I didn't think we were going to go back up there. I canceled the market order. It spiked up past the orb, which would have entered me into the trade. And now we're just going for our full TP without us. So at this point, I'm just sitting here eating my yogurt bowl. Just annoyed that the trade is going to full TP without us. And I literally had my entries placed to be in this trade right now, and I took them off a minute before that spike happened. So, yeah, that is the day. That is going to be how today ends. I'm just sitting here watching it get to TP at this point. Good thing is, the strategy works yet again. Without me, though. But works. Nope, here we go. There it goes. TP about to get smacked. Come on, just do it already. You're doing it without us anyways. I'm not getting nothing. Just hit the TP. Freaking crazy, man. It's so wild that I literally canceled the order right before that happened. I don't know why things like that happen. There we go. Full TP just got hit without us, but you know what? Strategy works. Strategy is 5-0 for the week. I'm not, but strategy works. And quite frankly, if I hadn't gotten greedy, I would have gotten this win because it literally only went past my stop loss, like 18 ticks. And had I not doubled my entry size back here, this would have been a much smaller loss. It would have never seen the kind of loss that I saw. So I would have probably just moved my stop loss a little bit up to these ticks, to these wicks right here. And that would have given me some breathing room. And it would have never taken me on. It would have went back into my favor. And I would have ended up closing the trade right now in profit for the original amount. But whatever. Gotta take it for what it is. I guess learn from your errors. So should not have added extra positions here. If I hadn't added the extra positions here, I would have been fine. This trade would have played out. I would have let it keep riding. Because at the worst case scenario up here would have been like negative 800 versus right here I was negative, 1400, which is crazy. So I didn't obviously wanted to get all the way up here, so that's why I cut the trade. But had I left my original risk amount, the worst I've ever would have seen would have been like not even 800. I would have seen like 6 something here. Up here would have been like 900, 1,000 around here. But I was over 1,000 down here because I added positions. So had I left my original position size, I would have probably just moved my stop loss right up to above these wicks, and we would have been in the trade, and it would have eventually hit my full TP, and it would have been another green day strategy playing out again. But I got greedy. It's what I do sometimes, and you pay for it, So that's it. Gonna end the stream, and yeah. I mean, the only positive side is the strategy played out again. So we came here. I just cannot believe, I genuinely cannot believe
that I right here on this candle, I said, we're not going to get back up there. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel these orders at this point. And I literally canceled the orders. And right after that, 2 minutes after that, it spiked up. The next candle spiked right into my order. That would have put me into the trade right here on my props and my live. I would have gotten in right at the orb. And then it literally just went 100% into profit all the way down on my take profit. So it just sucks. I would have ended the day positive $1,189 on my live, and I would have ended the day positive like $997 on my props. Positive, you know? But whatever. What can you do? It is what it is. What can you do? Gonna go ahead and end the stream. Be back on Monday. 1L for the week isn't terrible. Didn't need to happen though. That's on me. But we'll come back from this and we will get another L or another W on Monday. So no worries. The strategy works though. Yet again, gotta love this strategy, man. This thing works so well. So we'll be back. We will be back. See you guys next time. End the stream.